Hi, my name is Hannah Williamson and I am an Advice Line Manager here at Croner. The importance of an induction is to ensure that an employee seamlessly integrates into your organisation. The induction plan will not only give an overview of the business, the different departments within the business, but it will also detail all the training that will be required to ensure that the employee can fulfil their duties. It's important not to forget about the first day that the employee joins your company. It's a very daunting experience and this is going to be their first and lasting impression of the company. So it is important to make sure they're introduced to all their colleagues, they are given a full health and safety induction and simple things like they know where their facilities are and they can make themselves a cup of coffee. When developing an induction plan, a business should think about what has been detailed within the job description and personal specification. This is going to outline the key responsibilities and key outputs of the role, so these will be used to formulate the training plan for the new starter. A business would use a probation period so they're able to assess the suitability and capability of a new starter in consideration of all the mentoring, guidance and training they would have been given. We would recommend that all businesses use a probation period for all new starters and they should typically be between 3 to 6 months. To measure the performance of a new starter, you should have regular structured reviews throughout the probation period. Within these reviews, you should review their progress in line with the induction plan that you've developed. You should always make sure that you are well prepared for these meetings, for example, bringing in any KPIs or targets that they are working towards. It's also to remember that issues need to be dealt with quickly and behaviours change, so if anything happens in between these formal catch-ups, have an informal catch-up and then it can be reviewed again at the next structured meeting. If an employee is failing to perform in their role during their probationary period, you will have had the opportunity to discuss this with them at the regular structured reviews. They will have been given additional support, guidance and training in line with your discussions, and if they are still unable to meet the expectations of the role, then you will have two options. The first is to extend the probation period and the second would be to potentially terminate the employment. To extend a probation period, you would first meet with the employee. You would review all past meetings and the progress that they've made. And if it is determined that there are some outstanding development areas, you can decide to extend the probation period. You need to clearly define to the employee what the further development actions are and the timescales that you need these to be completed. I would always recommend that you inform the employee in writing of the outcome of this meeting. Even if you have followed a robust induction plan, the probation period may still be unsuccessful and you have to look to terminate the employee. You would meet with the employee and run through all of the past meetings, performance reviews and objectives that have been set and discuss the reasons why these have not been met. If it's still determined that you wish to terminate, you would give notice as per their contract of main terms, and they would also be entitled to any contractual payments such as holiday pay. We would always recommend that you follow up this type of meeting in writing. If you have any concerns or questions on inductions and probation periods, I would recommend that you call our team of experienced advisors who are here 24/7 and be more than happy to help.